Whole team counted, that's a big number. Big numbers, big numbers. 100 million bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, blue hunts. Whole team counting, that's a big number.
Y'all already know what time it is, huh? Playing skills, you did, huh?
Playing skills.
Ice on the wrist, car on the wrist, hole in the wrist, watch how I flip, watch how I whip, I'm in the whip, hole in the wrist, I never switch, ice on the wrist, car on the wrist, hole in the wrist, watch how I flip, watch how I whip, I'm in the whip, hole in the wrist, I never switch, ice on the wrist, I get the money but I never switch. They saying you switch it, you won't get it. You know they came from the bottom and now we is lit. You was lit, I gotta get it, I gotta get it. You hating cause I on the wrist. My bitch, you wanna be famous, They act like they made us, You know I'm icy in Vegas, This for the that hate us, I make a lot of new money, When the not save us, Be liking my flavor, I think it's cause ice on the wrist, on the wrist, on the wrist. Watch out, I never switch, I never switch. I never switch, I never switch. Ice in the wrist, ice in the wrist, ice in the wrist, ice in the wrist, ice in the wrist,
I was legit ever since I blew they all on my hey back then didn't know I had it. Don't touch my cup, you know how I sip. Hey, got your long.
Okay, Coach, coming to you from the venue that hosted the Super Bowl back in February of '06. Welcome to Ford Field in downtown Detroit. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Oakland Raiders and the Detroit Lions. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Mike's by four, Mike's by four, Mike's by four. All right, here we go. Let's go, D, let's go.
First carry for Josh Jacobs. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. On second down, Jacobs. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
An early test, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2. Out of the gun, Trubisky. He's got Givens. And early on, they're picking up right where they left off last week.
And I know a lot of coaches say each game is its own. You don't really have carryover. This feels like carryover. So much confidence from the previous game that they're using to their advantage now.
They run on first down as they're able to get this forward for about 4. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Here's Trubisky. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 21.
Nice methodical opening drive here. They're already into field goal range. They're in a good spot. You know that people like to take a shot in this part of the field. But at the same time, as methodical as they've been, they might want to run the ball a little bit here too.
And just on the outskirts of the red zone, they have options now. Either way, though, they've come out with a purpose. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Here's Jacobs. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down. They'll try again on 2nd and goal after going backwards to the 12. Trubisky will throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Raiders drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That's fielded in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25.
Down. 60 outlaw. Protein spill. 52 by 52. Rock it. Get it.
They will run for the first time here with White. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down. Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out. Because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
Let's go now. 90 wolf. Yep.
Watch twins.
Hey, Delta. Go.
Check that. We're Mike 52 right here. Mike 52. Set the tone, defense. Set the tone, defense.
Lead grip.
Now a first carry for Melvin Gordon. And he'll be brought down with the first down and a late flag here, too. And he may get a few more tacked on for good measure. So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Rutherford. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. 2nd and 12 after the first down pass play went backwards for 2 yards. Here we go on 2nd and 12. Steps away to his left. And an alley to run. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 23.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
First down, here's White. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. Jamal Adams coming up from his safety spot to make the play.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. 2nd and 5. It's caught. This is White. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. They'll give him a yard on the play, and that'll make it 3rd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. 1st and goal, and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. They'll try and punch it in. Gordon. And he's going to take it in for a Lion touchdown. Melvin Gordon, his 26th touchdown, drawing even with Marshall Faulk for the 4th most in a single season, as his guys can now take the lead with the extra point. Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Now it's Trubisky. Flushed out right. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Jacobs. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 12 yards that time and an Oakland 1st down. Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid game. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. And it's going to be another 1st down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 36.
And this is why trying to cover the angle route is so difficult. Anyone playing the linebacker position, when they see a running back out of the backfield widen because he heads towards the flat first, oftentimes you widen too much and overcommit. He cuts up inside, and that's what we saw there. A nice pickup for a 1st down.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Now it's Trubisky. Looking long for Westbrook. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off down near the 5. These two teams all tied after 1. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. They'll keep it on the ground. This time it's Gordon. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. Another fine carry from the NFL's rushing leader, and quarterbacks typically dominating the MVP balloting, but I think you got to give this guy serious consideration, don't you?
I agree totally. I mean, he's leading the league in rushing, and let's face it, partner, the running back renaissance in the NFL, it's real, and it's really helping teams along the way. He's a prime example. Got to give him strong consideration for MVP talk.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. A big play there, with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Lions have taken the lead. Extra point tacked on by Lambeau. And that makes the score 14-7. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. That 7-0 lead in there is short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula to get them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. From the shotgun is Trubisky. Gets around him. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. A pickup of 10, and it's enough for an Oakland first down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down. On 2nd and 11 now. Trubisky. He completes it to Jones. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. Throwing once more, it's Trubisky. This is Gibbons over the middle. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 21. Trubisky now rebounding nicely after the interception. He's hit 4 straight to start the drive. It's first down. Now Trubisky to throw. Going to throw deep for the end. And that's going to be caught for a Raider touchdown. From 21 yards away. As they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Now the try here for the extra point. That's one of those touchdown tosses where if it's an inch to the right or left, it's not a touchdown. He had to put it right on the money.
Yeah, and how did he do that? Everything around him, everything swirling, all the coverage downfield. Somehow he spotted the opening and put it right there.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. That one good for 26 and a first down.
On the double. Hey, high 7. Watch the screen. 5.
On first down, it's White. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Big series right here. We got to step up.
Now. Hey, exit. 57's the mic. Watch 56. Hey, Rocket, hit it.
To throw on 2nd down. Rutherford, he's going to air it out. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Detroit. Philip Dorsett, his 6th touchdown of the season, as his guys are able to regain the lead. Well, that's a heck of a response to regain the lead after we had seen the touchdown to tie the game.
I would say what we just saw there was a great amount of poise, because typically when teams tie the game up, it's a little bit of a, how would you say, you kind of take a step back and have to get yourself regrouped. They regrouped in a hurry, didn't they? They attacked back after they'd been tied.
And in a big way, that was a statement-long touchdown. On the ground, it's Jacobs to start the drive. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down. So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. From the gun, it's Trubisky. He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. And he will finally be taken down, but not before he reaches the 38. Well, one thing's for sure. They're going to have to come up with something at halftime because he is absolutely roasting them right now.
They're going to go through the whole litany of things, changing coverages, what are we going to do to put a man on him? The big thing to me is treat it like a good pitcher treats pitching a game. Change your timing, change your location. So sometimes you're up on him, sometimes you're back. Just change up the looks that he sees and make him just a little bit more hesitant.
They had the huge play last time. Here it is a much smaller gain of 2.
At the 36-yard line.
The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Play action. It's Trubisky. Escaping the pressure right. Now he's going to throw it deep to the other side of the field. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. A big play there for the Raiders. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. Toward the pylon, caught. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. From 6 yards away, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. And he missed it. No good. And they'll remain down by a point. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. That's fielded in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it can be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they're in at this stage of the game.
1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. On 2nd down, it's Gordon. They get 9 yards back on the run there, and they're left with a much more makeable 3rd and 2.
You've got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
On 3rd and 2, Rutherford. He's going to air it out for Dorsett. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off inside the 5.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They'll begin on the ground with Jacobs. And he will forge his way forward only up to the 2-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, he got what he could there, just trying to move forward and gain a little bit of yardage and create some space. You know the pressure is going to be tough defensively.
18.
Kill.
On 2nd down now. It's Jacobs, and he'll get him a little bit of breathing room across the 5 to the 6-yard line. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down.
50's a month. 50's a month. Down to lose one.
Throwing here, Trubisky. And that will be incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part. It got them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football and now zapped right back in the other direction. Here's the Raiders punter now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. On the return, it's White. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And this offense will take over right at the midfield stripe with a 1st and 10. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. They'll run with White. And he takes it across midfield to the 45. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
And he's going to get this inside the 30. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter.
On the set.
43 is the mic.
Christian Travis.
Let's go.
On 1st and 10, Rutherford, the loop, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. So after the sack, they'll come up on a still manageable 2nd and 13. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. This is a 49-yard attempt, right hash. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And that will do it for this first half. So we are at halftime here on Christmas Eve as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. The Lions in the lead, and they're going to get the football first as well as the second half is underway.
Let's go.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They have the lead now. They'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace, because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Got some room at the 30. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards.
Brandon, they're still in the lead, but momentum's certainly been going the opposite direction. So to me, that's a really important pickup there on 3rd down.
Try and regain some confidence, and you're right. They need to stem the tide a little bit. That certainly helped.
Here we go. 8 lead.
Not today.
5.
Off the play fake. Rutherford, he'll buy some time right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
That's his second sack of the game, and the best defensive ends, they do their homework as much as offensive guys do. They know how to beat the offensive lineman across from them, what moves they need to do to set them up. This guy's been pretty good at it all game long.
They'll come up after the sack on a 2nd and 12. So they get half of what they needed. It'll be 3rd and 6 upcoming.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Here we go, D. Here I come again. Here I come again.
On 3rd down, Rutherford is going to float this one deep right side. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down.
Partner, the way this offense has marched up and down the field during this game, it's almost a surprise to see an incomplete pass on 3rd down, isn't it?
Yeah, they have had their foot on the gas all game long, but here finally stalling out. So they'll play the field position game here as a very nice punt is going to pin them back.
Yeah, it's almost like watching a game of tennis, or do you prefer ping pong? You know, back and forth like that? That definitely was excellent, wasn't it?
Hey, wahoo!
Mark 54.
On 1st and 10, it's Trubisky. Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Let's go.
Jacobs now. Bringing him down there, Jonathan Allen.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
From the 35 on 2nd down, Trubisky.
How about that? One of the so-called little guys putting the pressure on. That was a strong safety. When I was in college, we often called that a lightning blitz.
Let's see what they draw up here. 3rd and long following the sack of Trubisky. Here's Trubisky to throw. Looking left side, and it's complete. They'll wind up with 17 on that one, but they're still a bit short here for 4th.
Boy, they had a lot of real estate to make up there, but what a big-time play for them. Nice completion, excellent game. Now they're in 4th and manageable.
Just a little short, though, with that marker. So a good kick there to polish off the drive with 3 points.
Yeah, coaches always talk about finishing a drive with a kick. 2 of them give you points, either an extra point or, in this case, a field goal.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
And an alley to run. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That's good for 21 yards and a 1st down.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
They go right back to White here on 1st down. And this will be taken across midfield and into Raider territory. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. On 2nd down, they'll run with White, and he'll get it down here to the 43. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
Anytime the offense shows what they call a shot play or a chunk play where they're trying to get big yardage, sometimes people just call it gadget plays, and you hold it to a gain that we just saw there, you feel pretty good about yourself as a defense.
On 2nd down, it's White, and he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I'll bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. A toss play. Gordon. Oh, that's just not fair, and now room to run. Touchdown, Detroit. Melvin Gordon with touchdown number 27. That ties Priest Holmes for the 3rd most in a single year. And the Lions are able to extend their lead. Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And the lead is up to 8. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you described.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. These strong safeties, some people may not realize it. It's really like an extra linebacker, right?
It really is, because they're hybrids. Half linebacker, half defensive back. The linebacker in him on that play emerged.
After the sack on first down, Trubisky. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now Trubisky. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 37. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown. Short throw, pick 6 right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
Let's go, let's go.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And they gave up the pick 6. And now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go-around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up. But you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful, because those defensive guys, I know the reputation defense guys can't catch. All evidence to the contrary on that last possession now.
Now on 2nd and 13, Trubisky. Throw left side complete. That's long. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
A gain of 6 yards. And it's 3rd down.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
18.
Mike 29. Hey, here we go. 29 is Mike.
Looking to throw. It's caught. Jones. A pickup of 10, and it's enough for an Oakland first down.
To number 13. It's a gain of 10. And the Raiders.
Trubisky now. 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. On the handoff, this is Jacobs. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. Back now at Ford Field. It's Raider football here, but they're on the short side of the scoreboard right now as we begin the fourth. Once again, it's Jacobs. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. That one will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a first down as well. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46.
Check. Watch 54. Hey, 18.
They run it with Jacobs. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. Give him a first down, 15 yards that time for the Raiders. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now they'll throw it with Trubisky. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And this is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. As his guys are in for 6. As they're now just an extra point away from getting back within one score. Point after, right down the middle. As this gets them back within a touchdown and a 2-point conversion. So the lead trimmed down to 8 as here comes the kickoff, and it's away.
The Lions take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but still a one-possession game. This one not fully over yet. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
We got 3. Hey, Delta. We got 3.
Throwing again. Rutherford. He finds Dorsett. It's complete. He finds some open field here. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31. Oh, big plays back and forth just continue. Both offenses excelling.
And I hear the excitement in your voice while you're calling this game. This hurts my soul as a defensive player, watching these teams go up and down the field and put points on the board.
Do me a favor the rest of the way. Sit back, relax, and just appreciate the offensive dominance that's going on out here.
I'll give it a shot.
They'll run on first down. White. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Opting to run again here with White. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
And how about that, partner? That happened in a hurry. Sudden, explosive, gets into the backfield, and spills the play.
And he was AFC Defensive Player of the Week last week because of plays just like that. And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And not what he was hoping for there as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. The Raider offense set to get this drive started, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he will lose yardage on the play, back at his own 19-yard line.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. To throw again on 2nd down. Trubisky. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
Well, it's easy to see when we review this that the ball needs to come out quicker, because if you don't throw it right on the break, you bring a crowd of people into the equation.
And that's why it got knocked away there. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. They'll look to throw here. And that is incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. Here's the Raiders punter now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. White now to return. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt, and the Lions will take over.
Ready up.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a one-score game, and you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
4 yards the pickup, first down.
Well, they didn't accomplish their goal. They didn't get a stop there, gave up another first down. They have all 3 timeouts in their pocket. I think defensively you've got to start thinking about using them here.
I was just going to ask you at what point you think now's the go time?
I think now's the go time. I don't think you sit back and wait, because they can take a lot of time off the clock between plays and run 3 to 4 and really put you in a stressful spot.
10-2 soft. Hey, echo. Yo, faster.
52 is the mic right here over there. Right?
Let's go.
Now Gordon on first down. And he'll be brought down at the 50 after a gain of about 5. The yardage numbers for him just keep piling up for his career. He's now toppled, Charles, the 11,000-yard mark.
And just think about that. For most NFL running backs in their career, it feels like if they get to 1,000 yards, they've had a nice little run. He's over 11,000 yards, probably beyond his wildest dreams.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on second down. Going right side is White. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
That's it, baby. That's it.
Now, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
The Lions on third down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 4.
Hey, Charlie.
57. Mike, 57.
Let's go.
From the gun, Rutherford. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? Zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him. I absolutely love the flexibility of these punters. Their leg drive, able to get it way up in the air, and that allows the punt team to get down there and down it inside the 10 because they've had some time.
Let's set a tone, fellas. Let's set a tone.
On first down, Trubisky.
I'm going back to you.
And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. The wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now second down.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
2nd and 10 now. It's Trubisky. Stepping up. He's going to keep it. We've got a one-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Throwing now is Trubisky. Flushed out right. He can run for it, and he will. When in doubt, do it yourself as he keeps it for 3 and a first down. He'll look to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down.
Brandon, that's just football 101. If you're out of the pocket, you've got to get rid of the football in this situation. You cannot take a sack in a 2-minute drill.
Back to throw. Going down the middle, and it's complete. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds remaining in the football game. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. He's back to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he get a good head of steam going.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. A couple extra defensive backs out there in the dime, and because of that, really not many places to throw the football, if any.
And typically, what would you want to do against that dime?
Run the football.
You want to run the ball, but you can't do it in this situation. Not nearly enough time on the clock. You're having to really navigate against a tough defense presented against you.
And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. A couple of first downs has the football positioned at the 43 as they come up 1st and 10. Escaping the pressure right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down. I see you nodding your head up and down. It's a very heady decision at this stage of the game. Out of the pocket, nowhere to go. Just get rid of it.
That's a smart play because you're not worried about your completion percentage, and you're also not trying to force it into bad traffic as well. Throw the ball away, live to fight another down.
Back to throw. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his huddle. Got to totally command it, make sure all eyes are on him. All focus is locked in. Going to call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios to make sure everyone is on the same page.
Trubisky to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. And he'll get this one out to the 50 to the midfield stripe. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December.
Giving.
Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
A lot of scoring.